Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be filming a bit of a different video. This is my top 5 must-have craft tools. So these tools don't have to be specific to scrapbooking, project life, happy mail, 3D projects, resin almost, sort of any craft project. These tools will be a must-have that you want in your craft area, no matter what craft you do. So my number 5 must-have craft tool is probably my newest one, and I can't believe I went this long without having it. It is a good quality hole punch. I had a hole punch from a $2 store, like a really cheap one you could get from Officeworks, for about 5 years. And then I finally invested in a good quality one. This is the We Are Memory Keepers Crop-a-Dile, which is a hole punch and an eyelet setter in one. I would really recommend this. I think it is a fantastic tool. It is multi-use, which is amazing, but it also is just, the quality of the hole punch you get is fantastic. I'm going to grab a piece of chipboard and show you how well it cuts through chipboard. So here's a piece of chipboard. This is a piece of chipboard that you would get in like a 12x12 sticker sheet. All I've done is I've peeled off the sticky. You don't need to do that. It works without it. But here is the mini side, and it just glides through like butter, absolute butter. And then the bigger side, so it has a little side here, which is, I think it's 3/18 of an inch. And then this is the bigger side, which is, it does say it. Sorry, this is 1/8 of an inch. And then this is 3/16 of an inch. So if I just pop it, it cuts so well. I love this tool so much. I would highly recommend it. And then also it's a bonus because it's a eyelet setter. So this would be my number 5. My number 4 is a good old fashioned glue gun. Tell me any crafter who doesn't have a glue gun. This is such a pivotal tool for any crafting, and it was also just handy to have around the house. This is a precision tip glue gun. It's by the brand Glue, Gloo. I'll have a link down below to all these products from where they're available for in Australia. I'll try and put some international ones, but I know that the We Are Memory Keepers Crop-a-Dile is available everywhere. This is a precision tip glue gun, so it is tiny. I had a normal nose one for years and I had no issues with it, but I have just got a needle nose one, and this is more specific to the crafting that I do, but a hot glue gun is amazing. You will use it every day. I use this every time I'm crafting to hold things together. It's fantastic. Invest in one. This one here was about $30, but I had one that was $15 for years and it worked beautiful. So you don't need to get a really super expensive one. You can go with just a crafter's one that's normally about between $15 to $30. Number 3 is a very simple tool. This was about $1.50, and it's called an embossing tool. So you use it to emboss, but it's so versatile. I use these to pick up little embellishments like little charms. So here's a charm here. If I find it really difficult, I can pick it up with the eyelet and there it hangs. I use this also for scoring. You don't need to get a scoreboard. You can use one of these with a tool I'm about to show you in a minute. But this tool is amazing. It's only $2. They're fantastic. There's so many uses, and it's just a tool that you should have in your craft room. You will thank me for it when you get it. My number 2 crafty tool is a good pair of scissors in a larger size and then also a smaller size. So my big pair here, the blade itself is 5 inches, which is about 13 centimeters. And then I have these really little ones. The blade itself is 2 1/4 inches or 6 centimeters. I think you'll find every video where they count down tools is a pair of scissors is what you want. You want to get a good pair of scissors that's going to last you. These are something you want to invest in. If you want to start crafting, I would highly recommend getting a good pair of scissors. These scissors here, both of these, they came in a pack of 4, but I only use these 2. I don't really use the other 2 as much. These were actually from Aldi in Australia. They came in a pack of 4, like I was saying, a big size, a little size. There's also a size that's bigger than this and a size that's smaller than this, but these 2 are absolutely perfect. The pack was, I think, $10 for the 4 of them, and they are absolutely fantastic. A way also to keep your scissors sharp is you can use aluminium foil and just cut through it. That will sharpen your scissors, but this is a tool you want to get for any craft room, for any craft that you're doing, is a decent pair of scissors. So the big one is really good because you can cut through fabric. If you need to cut big pieces of paper, I cut chipboard with this. I can cut metal with this. When I say metal, I mean like really thin, like wire. And you can cut wood with these, like wood veneer pieces. I use these for absolutely everything. And these little ones I use for fussy cutting in scrapbooking or Happy Mail or Project Life. I use these for when I'm making beads and jewelry to cut the string. I use this when I was making polymer clay figurines. I would actually use it to cut the polymer clay, and they're still going. I've had these for years. They're absolutely beautiful. I've actually put paint marker on this one, just drawing it for fun, but invest in a good pair of scissors, a little one and a big one. You will thank me. My number 1 craft tool that I would recommend you buying, and you will use it every day, I promise. It's a tool that I couldn't imagine living without anymore, is a paper trimmer. You want to get one that has a removable blade that you can change out, or a blade that you can sharpen. So I have a Fiskars 12-inch one that has a swivel arm out here, and it has removable blades, and you just buy packs to use the blade. They stay sharp for, well, it really depends on how often you use it. I craft probably for about 15 hours a week, and I have had this blade on here for 3 months. It's still perfectly fine. I probably will only change it out like every 4 months, but they're absolutely amazing. I couldn't imagine living without a paper trimmer. I remember watching videos when I first started crafting about 5 years ago, and people saying that a paper trimmer was what they couldn't live without, and I could never comprehend how it's just a paper trimmer. Like, that's what these do. They're scissors. It cuts paper. This will change your life. It will make everything you make perfectly straight. The cut will be absolutely perfect every time, and you don't have to get out a ruler and measure. It's a ruler and a cutter in one. You just grab your sheet of paper, which this is a completely random scrap that I have, and let's say I want to cut it to 2 by 2 inches. I just go 2 inches and then line it up there, 2 inches, and as you can see, like, look, it cut that tiny little strip. And now I have a 2-inch square that I cut out in less than 10 seconds. Probably actually less than 5 seconds. Imagine trying to do that with a pair of scissors. These are fantastic, but a paper trimmer is seriously amazing. Now, I'm going to show you how to combine this tool here and this tool here. So I actually use my paper trimmer and this tool here as an embossing tool as well. I don't have an embossing board, and I've kind of thought of this trick on my own and thought, wow, that is seriously such a good trick, because I do scoring a lot. When I say embossing, I mean scoring. I score a fair bit, and a scoreboard is actually quite expensive, so I thought I'd figure out a way of how to combine these. So this is just, like I said, it's called an embossing tool. It has 2 little balls on the end, and if I measure it up here, I'll go 4 inches. I put my smallest end here in the little groove that your blade would run through, and same thing as you'd use a scoreboard, score it, and it's done. It's a perfectly straight score, and you can just keep going every time. So I scored at 4 inches there. I'm going to score at 6 inches. So 6 inches, and then I can fold it, and then there you go. I have a perfectly scored sheet of paper that I can go and use. So you don't need to invest in a scoreboard. This is a great technique to use. So there you have it. That's my top 5 must-have craft tools. Number 1 being a paper trimmer. Number 2 being a good pair of small and tiny scissors. Number 3, an embossing tool. Number 4, a glue gun. And number 5, a good quality hole punch. I hope you enjoyed this video and got some tips throughout it. If you did, please subscribe and leave a like. Bye!